Hello and welcome to Crossing the Line, a podcast about pushing the boundaries about daily opinions and seeing how far people can take a joke. I am Dee.
And I am Z, and today's episode is
Wow, late intro there.
wow. What? What the fuck? What the fuck?
You were late on that one,
No, I wasn't.
but I
Eh,
definitely
either you're lagging or some. I don't know.
every time I every time I say that intro, I always have to remember to say D because I always want to say like Z or some other letter. I'm like, nope, wait, which one am I again?
We're episode 16, and you already killed our intro. In this episode today
Sorry.
is holiday special Christmas.
Hey,
uh,
I had to. I had to
I'm
say that at
the
some point that I
P.
have to remember what letter to say when we're doing it because man, it's sometimes there will be times where you'll do the intro and I'm like, oh no, crap, what letter am I? I
It's
can't
even
remember.
on the show. It shows it right in the recording room that we have.
I know, okay? It's the stress, man.
The stress.
Okay.
Oh my
Yes,
god.
it is very stressful to remember what letter I
You're the fourth letter in the alphabet. Four. Four.
am.
You know how tall you are. 4'1".
What about I don't know how to count, okay?
Oh, no
Okay.
shit.
So going off of Christmas stuff, before I get us way off track here.
You already did.
Usually that's your area.
What is wrong with you
Wow, we
today?
need to switch back.
Right, right.
Apparently we're taking over each other's.
I'm not
But
the tippy toeing one.
for Christmas, I have to bring it up because I don't know. I was talking to someone about it and they thought this was crazy. But like hiding the pickle in your Christmas tree.
Okay, you shouldn't say hiding the pickle and then just go quiet for 2 seconds, then say in the Christmas tree, because like that didn't sound great at all. I'm like, and then also I'm hearing who the fuck ever hides the pickle? I've never heard of that. I've never heard of someone hiding a pickle for a Christmas thing. What the hell?
I definitely just wanted to see your reaction of me saying it that way. But there's a pickle ornament. I think it's a
Okay, it's an
German
ornament.
tradition where you
Okay.
hide it in the Christmas tree. Yeah, you hide the ornament in the Christmas tree, and whoever finds it, the tradition was usually the person who found it gets to open their gifts first, or gets to open the first
Mm.
gift first.
Although, like, look into
But
that, 'cause I've
half
never
the
heard of this.
time, yeah, it's a huge. I want to say it's a German tradition, but it's
Okay.
definitely one that it's interesting that not a lot of people know about because I'm just so used to it, and my family does it on both sides. So when I was talking about it at work and someone was like, "What are you talking about?" I'm like, what do you mean? What am I talking about?" I'm like, it's a normal thing, okay?
For you. I mean, the only thing I can have something similar to wise is like I know like whenever I used to go like to my mom's or anything like that, she always had this one special ornament from like my great great aunt that she would hide on the tree, and whoever found it first, they got bragging rights and they were like, oh, you're the winner, and that was it. Like you didn't get to open presents first or anything and that stuff or do anything special. It was just that hey, you won, bragging rights. But I mean, we never, and when you had said hide a pickle, I'm like, who the hell's putting a real pickle on a tree? And then yeah, it's all right, yeah, okay.
I don't think you have to hide that for that long. It would stink eventually.
Well, yeah, I put
Good luck with that
the
one.
tree goes up December 1st. The pickle was put on December 2nd. There's something rotting. I don't know where it is, and the pickle fell from the branch. I don't know where it went. It's like, ugh. That's when you see, the one
Yeah, it's
inappropriate like.
definitely an ornament.
Yeah, that's when you see the one inappropriate aunt come walking by going like, oh, I found the pickle all right. And it's like, oh, ew. Ew.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, when you didn't say ornament at
There's
first, I'm
always
like,
got to be
fucking
some
putting
relative
food.
that like that.
Yeah, that's just disturbing as all hell.
Yes, because we hide a real pickle in a tree
You
for
said,
someone to apparently find.
yeah, hey, you said that this is what normal is. And when you didn't say ornament, and I've never heard of this at all, I'm like, I don't
See,
know.
that's what I find so intriguing that like not a lot of people have heard of it. So I wonder, it must like it's definitely a tradition, and it's interesting because like I just thought everyone did it, like it was like a common tradition. But when I was talking and people were like, "I've never heard of this," I'm like, "Yep, it is definitely a tradition because not everyone actually does it."
Well, tradition doesn't mean like that's not what the definition of tradition is going to be like something that people do or something that happens like every year or whatever, like every annual year or like however, like something that's common for that family. Tradition's not for everyone because everyone has their own set traditions.
Well,
Like
yeah,
like one of mine for my family
but I just
is
thought it was like a,
go ahead, go ahead. You cut me off.
I just thought it was a common tradition.
That'd be for your
Sorry,
family.
I
No,
just
that's for
wanted to put
your
that in
family.
there.
No, you're good. No, that's
Well,
for
I just
your
thought it was a
family.
common tradition for a lot of families
Yeah.
because like a lot of even people we like I know like their family does it as well. So like being at work and we were talking about it and someone's like, "What are you talking about?" I was like, "You don't do this?"
I can just see you now going
But
like
yeah, so it's definitely interesting.
the day you get a spouse or whatever it is, you're gonna go to their house, you're gonna walk right up to their tree and be like, so you're like mommy, daddy in law, where's the pickle in your tree? They're gonna look at you and go, what the
Yeah.
fuck? You don't put a
What are
pickle in
you
your tree?
on? Are you high?
And that's when you're gonna see D sitting there looking
Did
like,
you take
honey,
some
we need a divorce.
marijuana before you came here?
Right? D's gonna look right at her like, spouse and be like, we're gonna need a divorce. You guys don't put pickles in your tree. Oh
Oh God.
Christ. But like back to like a tradition that we were talking about, like one of my family's traditions, besides, hiding like my great aunt's ornament, one thing we'll do is like we'll spend like, everyone goes to like to their like so like I go to my mom's and that's when I would spend Christmas with her for a bit. And just like my cousins would go to their parents and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But then everyone after that, once they had their Christmas, everyone always went to my grandmother's for Christmas dinner. No matter what, like everyone went there for Christmas dinner. And there was like 20 to like 30 of us sitting around a table, giant ass like dining room table eating Christmas dinner together. And then we had some gifts there. We stayed and like no one left until like midnight or 1 a.m. Like that was just always the tradition that we did. Um, since she passed, obviously we don't do that anymore. And for some reason, it starts to get posted at my house, which luckily this year I won't be hosting Christmas for my family. Thank God. I have no room. I'm renovating my house, and I don't even have a tree up. I won't even be putting up a tree this year. It's going to be my first year without a tree in like
Such a
30 plus years.
Such a Grinch. What the heck?
You're a mean one.
You always need a Christmas
Mr.
tree.
Grinch. I'll just get the little, what's his nuts name? Charlie Brown's tree. I'll just get a little
Charlie Brown tree?
Yeah, I'll just get a little Charlie Brown tree and just sit it right there by the door. And yeah, every time I walk in from work, I'm just gonna.
I remember one time I was little. Oh my gosh! I remember one time I was little. We got our tree, and then I just wanted a little Christmas tree, and it's so ridiculous that you have to pay the same amount of money for the freaking little tree that you do the big tree.
Oh yeah.
Because I remember that we're like, okay, I guess it's just the same for all of them. But I remember I got to put it up in my room with my own ornaments. Have never had that again.
See, I went artificial.
But
I won't do real anymore. Artificial just
don't do artificial. That's a no-go.
Nope, I do artificial now.
No-go in my
I'm
book.
sorry, I do artificial. 2 reasons. One,
red flag.
red flag. I do artificial for a few reasons. One, there's like no mess to clean up, especially when the damn thing starts to die because you forget to water it like one day, and then all of a sudden you have like a shit ton of needles on the ground. 2, when you have to get it out of the house.
That sounds like a you problem.
That happened once. Like I don't know either.
A better gardener. Gosh.
What? No, I just.
How do you kill a tree?
It's already cut. It's dead. I mean, it's still.
You just gotta keep watering it. You don't even have to water it that much.
Well, yeah, I know. I usually try to water it like once a day. I had some water just for like once a day. And one day I forgot.
And you still somehow forgot to water it.
I do think though, partially though, is because this tree was I don't know. I got this tree for like $20. And it was like, I don't know, like it was dying as I had it.
Problem.
Yeah, I didn't want to pay $40, $50 for a tree. It's gonna last 2 weeks. And besides, the one I have that I got back when I worked at my last retail job, I got this tree that was like $120. I got it for $20. You know, because it was the day after Christmas. Like if you go the day after Christmas to a lot of these retail stores, you can get decorations for like 90% off because they just want to get rid of it. They are way overstocked. They
Oh
just want to
gosh,
get rid
yeah.
of it. So I got an artificial tree for 20
Well, even
bucks.
Christmas lights.
Oh, that too.
Christmas lights are the exact same way, and I love lights. So I'll go on and be like, "Yep, yep, you're coming with me."
I didn't even pull any of my
Definitely can
decorations
use
out
you.
this year. Yeah, oh well.
Oh, such a great.
Just had to put a big Grinch
Wow, I see.
inflatable out
Bah
or something.
humbug.
Yeah, bah humbug. Give me
Bah
your
hum.
money. You should be
That's
coming
what it
into
was.
work,
I said
wretched.
duck.
But
We should just bring a Christmas tree into work.
yeah, I mean,
What would they say?
you're allowed to decorate. I don't think you can bring in a real one, but you are allowed to decorate.
The real tree to me is just a staple of Christmas. You can't go artificial. I already gave so much crap to one of my uncles about it this year. I was like, why? I'm like, we've always had a real tree, and here you go, put in an artificial one. I can't sniff the pine. Fun fact, just totally random thought off of this pine. The first time I ever had gin, one of my friends made me take a shot of it. They're like, oh, it's so good. It's great. I took a shot of it. Worst experience of my life. I think I looked up at her. I'm like, I just swallowed a Christmas tree. I'm like, this is gross.
You all heard
I'm
this
like,
here
I'd rather
first.
smell the pine than taste the pine.
First, we're talking about hiding pickles and swallowing pines. Wink, wink.
Wow.
This episode
But
is
I'm not
sponsored by
wrong.
OnlyFans.
It's literally like swallowing a Christmas tree. It literally just tastes so like pine.
I
It's
am
gross.
so curious
Sorry for
as
whoever likes gin. Whoever likes gin, I definitely offended them, but it's just not a check on my list.
I'm more curious as to how
Anything
you
other.
know swallowing a pine feels like. Did you eat pine cones as a kid?
It's not. Oh my god. It's so like it's not like I okay. This you're taking this out of context now.
Well, no,
It's the fact of like you smell a pine tree. It's like you take that smell and like you're drinking it, and it's gross.
I don't know. I mean,
It was just a reference
I
thing.
know I'm playing off your words. I'm trying to make this into funny, not so
I
sexual like
know.
you're making this. Oh, I just knocked over my drink. But like it's just like swallowing a pine. I'm like, did you eat a pine cone as a kid? And then just as you even just said now, it's like when you smell something, you're like drinking it. Last time I smelt the candle, I sure as hell didn't sit there and go bottoms up and fucking pour the wax down my throat.
I
Smells
mean,
and
you
tastes like
could.
lavender. It hurts and it burns, but yeah. Oh god damn
I'll end you a trip to the ER.
it. It's like, what's wrong with you? I can't call
Oh,
health. What? I can't call health. Oh, he's saying he can't close his mouth. Well, why? There's too much wax up. There's too much wax buildup, is what he's saying. I can't.
oh my god.
Anyway, I go artificial. Like I said, because one, I don't have to deal with the dead tree and all the cleanup, and I don't have to haul it out, and I don't have to pay like $40+ a year. Two, my tree's pre-lit, and I am a lazy mother effer, and especially when it comes on the holidays, it's like most of the time, whenever like I'll bring my tree up, and like 9 times out of 10, it's usually like my aunt and like my mother will come over, and they'll decorate the tree for me. And I'm like, yeah, here's my ornaments. Have at it. And then they just, they go, oh, we just love doing this every year. And I'm just like, oh, cool. And then when they go to take it down, I have to plan with them when I want to take it down because apparently I don't put the ornaments in the right boxes anymore. And I'm like, okay, these go in this box. It fits in the styrofoam, whatever it is, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And instead, I'll get to them. It's like, what did you do? It's all in disarray. It's all not arranged. Oh my god! And I'm like, okay, shit. Here you do it. Just slides the box over. You do it then. Oh, thank you. And it's like, but
Oh my god.
now if I had a family with kids, oh, that'd be totally different. I would definitely have them experience the real life, the real Christmas tree. I would have them experience that. And I wouldn't have it up for just like a week and then
Be
take
like,
it
here you
down.
go, kids. Just for a year, and then next year we're getting an artificial.
I'd probably do it all the way till they're 18. Like if I have like 2 kids until the last one's 18, then it's like, all right, we're gonna go artificial,
See,
and that way it's like, I gave you your till you're adulthood. Now you can decide, or maybe I'll let them start deciding when when the last one turns 18. I'm like, do you want artificial or do you want a real one? Because I know my mom did that when I was growing up until I turned 18, and then at first she's like, well, I'm gonna keep going real, but then she found an artificial. I bought my artificial, and it just went from there.
it's just not Christmas. The fake tree.
Well, Christmas
See,
is
the thing is
fake
though with
anyways.
archery, I'm so used to archery. Whatever. I'm so used to archery being up till like maybe second, third week. No, when did we get ours? What even week is it? I'm like
We're 2 weeks away from Christmas.
losing track. I'm over.
Christmas is literally
Oh my God.
in like 9 days.
I think we got our tree maybe like 2 weekends ago. Super huge tree, but it'll definitely be up till maybe end of January, early February. Like we keep our tree up way, way past.
Well, since it's just
If there's
me,
snow on the ground, that tree is still up.
well, I get you. Like, since it's just me, like at my place, the tree's up maybe like a week or two before Christmas, and then like a week or two after, when there's no one coming over anymore, it's down, it's gone, everything's put away. And like that's it.
Wow.
That's
Scrooge.
that's just
Don't
how
you want
that's
to
how
go
I
home
am.
and see a Christmas tree?
No, because by the time when it's all done, I'm back to work, and I'm never gonna have time to take it down anyways. Who wants to come home at
Everyone
6,
doesn't
7 in the
plan to
morning?
come back if there's a layoff.
We'll see.
Yeah.
It's like, who wants to come back at 6, 7 in the morning, sees their tree up, and go, I should really take this down, but I'm tired. But I really should take this down, but I'm really tired. And tired's gonna win anyways. But yeah. I don't know. It's just it is what it is. But like I said, that's just like one thing for like Christmas for my end. It's just
Yeah.
that's artificial is my way to go. I mean, technically the real definition, like, here's another thing, like, what do you think is the definition of Christmas? Like, how are you supposed to celebrate Christmas?
I don't know. To me personally, it's just being with family.
You are probably the first person
That's
I've
just
ever heard say that. I
like
shit
the
you
gifts are
not.
nice, but honestly, I just like enjoyed being around family because then we'd like our family on both sides. Like we're big card players, so it was just one time of the year I knew we were all going to be there, and like someone was getting their butt kicked in cards, and it was just always fun, just like hang out, like catch up, talk.
Yep.
The
Yep.
food's also a plus, but it was definitely just being with family. I know a lot of people don't necessarily might be like, oh, it's the gifts, but
Yep. Like 90% of the people I've ever asked that before. I mean, granted, I didn't ask 90 people, but like, whatever. Say 9 people I've asked. You're like
you
the
even
10th.
know 90 people.
I probably do.
Mm-hmm.
If you say who's that person, I go, it's that asshole. But I mean, that's it. But no, like, I'll normally everyone I ever ask that question to, they always say, oh, it's about the gifts. It's about the gifts. It's about what you get, what you get, what you get. And I'm like, normally for me, it's like, even for me, and well, like you said, it's like it's about being around family. Like, yes, Thanksgiving is what you're thankful for, and having a big feast. Christmas is to me is just being around family, just like, and catching up, being with them, blah blah blah, and getting ready to set up for the new year. And just like how you say with card games, like I'm not allowed to play poker with my family anymore because when we play Texas Hold'em, apparently I'm an asshole. I was like 12 years old at a family get together, and I love Texas Hold'em. I love Texas Hold'em. And when I was 12 years old at I think it was one of my great aunt's Christmas parties. It was me and like two of her kids, so like my second cousins. I don't know how that whole family tree thing works like that, but I know they're cousins, distant cousins. And we're playing Texas Hold'em, and because of my mom, I came second place. I was gonna win the pot because I was bluffing the hell out of my cousin, and I could still remember what I had. All I had was a 3 and a 4. That's it. Offsuit. there was, I think, 2 jacks and a king out there. And no, 2 jacks and 2 kings, and I don't remember what the fifth card was now. But he thought I had one of the kings, or I had the jack, or I had one of each, or whatever it is. Wouldn't matter. I only would have had a full boat at the most. He was getting ready to fold, and she goes, "You're not going to win with those cards." And I just looked at her, and I'm like, "What?" And he went all in. I didn't want to call, but I folded. And he beat me right after that, because I think all I had was like $3 or $4 left in the pot. Winning person would have had, I think it was like $200. Second place would have been like $60 or $50, something like that. And third place got $10, or whatever. I can't remember what the exact amount was. All I know is we split the pot up, and there was a lot of us that played. Like, a lot of us played. A lot of us played Texas Hold'em. I think that's where I got my Texas Hold'em like gambling like fun from. It's like my family's huge into Texas Hold'em, and oh man, I love it. I still love it. I go on PokerStars.com or .net, whatever the hell the site's called. There's a VR game for PokerStars on the VR headsets that I play. I don't have room right now, otherwise I'd be playing it. But I mean, I was up over like 50 million chips on there at one point. I was excited and pumped, and then I got really like, I played a game I normally never played. It's called Craps or Crabs or whatever it's called. And where you take the dice, you chuck the dice down the table, and you either got to get a 7 to win or get 11 to win. But if you get a different number, okay, you don't want to hit that number again. You just keep rolling and rolling and rolling and rolling. And I was getting so greedy. All of a sudden, I lost all that. I think I have like 100,000 chips left on that game. I'm so sad with myself. But it is what it is. Granted, it's a game. And it's like fake money, but still. But like now, it's
I definitely grew up on.
Go ahead.
No one's gonna talk. I grew up on like Euchre and Pfeiffer, so those were always the big ones. I never really learned how. Really great games if you get to know how to play them. I never really grew up on like poker or Texas Hold'em or stuff like that. I know I've always tried to learn. I've learned kind of how to do cribbage. I'd have to get retrained myself. But a big thing for us, well, at least on my mom's side, was Euchre and Pfeiffer, which Euchre is like a huge Wisconsin card game. I'm pretty sure. Next to like Sheep's Head.
The hell is that?
If I'm not mistaken. Oh my gosh.
Listen, like I said,
Wisconsinite.
Hey, I drink. I eat dairy. I'm a Wisconsinite. I like my Packers and fuck them Bears. But no, like I was saying,
wow.
If you're a Bears fan, get out. Bears and Lions and Vikings, get out. But no, but back to like we were saying about the card games though, like my family will play Cards Against Humanity, and when we started playing that, like I bought all the expansions. And one thing I'll give props to Cards Against Humanity, there's a pack called the Period Pack. And I'm like, okay, it's probably just gonna be like, jokes about a woman's period, comments about that. No, the thing, I mean, besides having jokes about that or has like comment cards or whatever about it, it comes in an actual pad, like a tampon pad. It comes in an actual fucking pad, not a fake pad. It's a legitimate pad. And I started losing my shit when I opened up that fucking box. I couldn't stop fucking laughing. I still have that pad. It sits in my Cards Against Humanity box. And I just fucking cry every time I open it up. And I sit there, I'm like, you need a tampon for your bitch ass self? And oh my God, that joke will never let go, get old. And not to get gross, but if I ever find it used, I'm going to be very upset. I'm gonna be very upset.
My biggest thing with like Cards Against Humanity, I do not think I could play that with my family.
Oh, we do.
It's just one of those games that's like, I feel like it's just so awkward. Like, I feel like your family's either like, yes, I can play it with them, or no, it'd be totally awkward. And that is one of the games where I'm like, nope, I will play with friends. That is about it.
I think it's kind of like the mindset for us. Like when we play it, like, we know it's okay, we're family, but we're going to see who's the darkest of the family, like who's the most messed up. And my
Oh
card that
god.
had me win a game, like, because you're supposed to get like 13 cards or 13 black cards and you win. My final win was
Yeah.
my uncle had to read it. I posted it on my TikTok, and I think it's still up on TikTok. I'll have to look. But the black card was, you haven't truly lived until you've experienced blank and blank at the same time. Well, my cards were, I'll say the whole thing was, you haven't truly lived until you've experienced playing my asshole like a trumpet and pedophiles at the same time. My uncle was crying, and it took him over 5 minutes to read those cards to us at the table because he started reading the first part and he just lost. And he's like, that's an instant win. And oh my God, we had him reread them. I'm recording it for, my phone and like for TikTok. And he's just, beautiful. Again, you haven't truly lived until you've experienced playing my asshole like a trumpet and pedophiles at the same time. Best combination.
Oh my god.
I'm just saying. It is funny as hell.
That's one of those games that it's definitely a very fun game, but I can play with certain people. That's about it.
Another card game, Disturbed Friends. That's a very messed up game. Very messed up game. Another card game, Super Fight. If you're looking to start arguments, get Super Fight. That game is meant for arguments.
Okay.
Like literally starting arguments. I played it once. We all learned that our arguments can last for about an hour on one set of cards. We never played it again. I think there's supposed to be a timer, like the argument's supposed to be like 3 minutes or something like that, or whatever it is, 3 or 4 minutes. No, we took an hour like arguing with each other as to, I think it was who would win in a fight, like Superman or like the Hulk. And like we're going back and forth at each other. And yeah. We had to stop playing because we were all getting so mad. I could just see it. We were all getting so mad at each other. Oh God.
But, yeah, that's definitely one of those. That would not be a good game for our family. we could probably even take it more than an hour.
Oh God, yeah. Another game that I can remember.
But definitely.
Another game I can remember as a kid. Me and my cousin are playing GameCube. And we're playing like Ultimate Wrestling or Ultimate Fighter wrestling game. It was something like Ultimate Muscle. That's what it was. It was an anime called Ultimate Muscle, and it was a game on the GameCube. And me and my cousin are in my family room playing it. And, because we're at my mom's house. And the rest of my family was in the living room, and they were playing this game called Catchphrase. It's a little disc thing that has a phrase that comes up on this little small screen. You press a button, it has a timer, and you got to try to get people to say the phrase. This is the first time we've ever heard my grandmother swear. She'd never swore a day in her life. And all of a sudden we hear her yell, "Ah, shit," because she lost. And like, because it went off. Well, me and my cousin stopped and looked at each other, and we bolted in the living room going, Grandma swore, holy crap, Grandma swore. And everyone is just laughing. She's so embarrassed, but the rest of us are crying. Oh, never heard Grandma swear ever in our lives until then. I don't think I ever heard her swear even after that, all the way up until she died. I don't think I ever heard her swear since. But
probably like, oh man,
love it.
Do it now.
Yeah,
gotta make up for that one time.
I would love to play Catchphrase with a bunch of people.
But going back to Christmas. I think that's what we're supposed to be talking about.
This has all happened during Christmas time for me and my family.
Oh yeah, I know. I have to bring it up because we were at work, and this coworker is definitely gonna get a good laugh out of this one because we had a huge debate on this. Because somehow I was bringing up how, like, in my family we make kolaches. I don't know if you've ever heard of those.
Not a clue.
Okay, so a kolache in our family, it's like, I don't even know what you want to call it. It's like a little round piece of dough, and then the middle's kind of taken out, and you put like a jam. So like you can put like, no, it's not a cookie. It's like dough. It's like maybe like, I don't know what. I wish you could just put a picture up of what this looks like. But it's like, oh, it's not a cookie because that is what the coworker said. They're like, oh, you're talking about the Christmas cookie. I'm like, no. I'm like, it reminds me of like a mini Belgian pie almost. Of like, it just has a filling and then it's like dough around it. It's not cookie dough. It's more of like a bread or like because it's not really like a pie crust. It's more like bread with like some sort of filling of like poppy seed, prune. Usually I eat the raspberry ones and the fruit ones because those are like a safe bet. I'm not a prune or poppy seed person.
Okay.
And so we went on this huge debate because she's like, no, you're talking about this Christmas cookie. I'm like, no. I'm like, that's not what it is. I'm like, I've never had it as a Christmas cookie. I'm like, I don't consider it a Christmas cookie. And so she brought up hers. And it's hers is like a kolaczki and it's the Polish like cook it's basically a Christmas cookie because I've seen those during Christmas. But I don't know what they were called. But we went on this huge debate because we were trying to figure out. Like we were just like I was like, it's not a Christmas cookie. And she's like, yes, it is. She's like, I've had it at Christmas. And I'm like, what are you talking about? And then she finally pulls up a picture of hers, and I pulled up a picture of mine, and they're not the same. And then it was just this huge debacle. And of course, one of our other coworkers is like, well, like they're gonna bring it
Fist
back
fight
up,
right
or
there.
oh, I don't know. It was yeah, it was funny. It was like a huge debate on this Christmas cookie that my version is not, and her version is. But it was super funny because we just went back and forth for a good while of like, what are you talking about?
Argument right there. Fist fight. There's blood on the floor. They're crying. They're
Yep.
screaming. You know, one of them's knocked out. One's missing a tooth. You know. I mean, I never heard of those. I mean,
Christmas
I
cookies,
might have
that
heard of
even
those,
just
but
goes on
never
to
who.
Christmas cookies are definitely a great time, like staple of Christmas again too.
You're not wrong. Like
if there's not Christmas cookies involved, oh,
Dee's gonna be
disappointment.
upset. She's gonna throw a fit. She's gonna start bitching at people. She might have taken a shit on the counter. We don't know. You know, like I said, it's just gonna go nuts. But no, it's I know what you mean
Fair
exactly.
point.
Like you're not wrong when it comes to Christmas cookies, but now here's the debate on Christmas cookies. Do they have to be homemade?
Oh god.
Or do they have to be bought in store?
I personally like homemade.
Very
Just
good.
because like I make cookies. Like I know how to make cookies. I'm like I guess I can understand for like a potluck or something if you just don't have the time to bake them, but homemade all the way. Like I will never go a Christmas without having homemade cookies. If I do, it will be the most depressing Christmas ever.
What'd you do today? I cried. Why'd you cry? I got no good cookies. But you are right though. Homemade is a hell of a lot better, like 100 times better than like normal Christmas cookie, like the store-bought Christmas cookies. Store-bought or store-bought, you could totally tell the difference. Even if they look 100% identical, you bite into each one, you're gonna be like, this is homemade. I guarantee this one's homemade. You know, it's like in this one, nope, this is the store one. I 110% can guarantee this is the store-bought. Show me the receipt. You know, like they can look exactly the same to the T. You'll know the difference. And it's just I love homemade so much better. One of my aunts that makes homemade, I always loved her Christmas cookies until I learned one year that she didn't put like red M&Ms on one of them. They were little like red hot tamale discs. I didn't know that, and I was a kid. Man, I ate that cookie so fast. I'm like, oh, this is really good. And then she's like, oh, you're supposed to eat that slow. And I'm like, well, why? You know, like, why do I get to eat slow? And then all of a sudden just burn. I'm like, ah!
And that the hard way.
I learned that the hard way. So now I learned that if there's little, like, you know, like little pieces of candy on these cookies, you take it one bite at a time. You know, clunk the whole cookie in your mouth and go, this is delicious, as you're sitting there chewing 10 other cookies. No. You take one. You wait a minute. You sit there and take a bite. You know, go, okay, this is pretty good. All right, nothing hot. Oh, there's a little bit of ting. Okay, not too bad. All right, good. Take another bite. Oh, we're good now. Okay, we're good. You know, but oh my God. Yeah, I know exactly what
So what
you
I'm
mean.
hearing is I gotta make cookies and hide the red hot part, Got it.
I'll still eat. I mean, now it doesn't bother me. That doesn't bother me now. I mean, I eat jalapenos. I love jalapeno slices. You know, I've made like, I've talked about like for our potluck, like I'm bringing in the ham pickle rolls. And if none of you know what that is, ham pickle rolls, that's my tradition, like right there. Like, Christmas cookies is to some people.
Great stuff.
I need my ham pickle rolls. It's literally just ham, like, you get lunch meat ham. You take pickle spears, you set that aside, of course, because I'm jumping ahead like, ingredients wise. You're gonna take cream cheese. You're gonna lather up that. Just put just enough on that piece slab of ham. You're gonna take a pickle spear. You're gonna roll that fucker up. Now you can either eat that as it is, or you can cut it up into like fourths or fifths, depending how thick you want to make it. And then you put toothpicks in it if you cut it up. Magnifique. Oh, delicioso. It's delicious. That's my one weakness for food. Like, if it's not nachos, it's that. Like, it's that. Like, I'm a sucker for ham and pickle rolls. And like, I'll full on admit that's my kryptonite. Like, if I'm Superman, that's my kryptonite. And because like, you don't get those often. Nachos, you can get whatever the hell you want. My ham and pickle rolls, my family thinks, oh, that's only a Thanksgiving and Christmas tradition. I'm like, the fuck it is. But like, I know I'm bringing those, but like,
I mean, I guess like it could be. It's definitely a tradition, but it's one of those things that like you could make those anytime.
you could, but
so
it's
good.
not the same. Because in Christmas they make them for me, where I don't have to make them. Even though I love making them, I love eating them. Don't care about making them. I just love eating them. But no, like I was gonna go with though, like on those two is like, leading into that, like I love ham and pickle rolls. Well, there's times where I've put jalapeno slices in my ham and pickle rolls, but instead of pickle, it's like a jalapeno slice. Oh, that's still just as good to me. Like, that's still beautiful. I don't do anything else but ham and pickle and eggs, or ham, pickle, and cream cheese, or ham, cream cheese and jalapenos. I won't do like olives or anything else in there. I don't like them. I've tried them. They don't hit right. But like, to me, it's ham and pickle or and cream cheese, or it's ham, jalapeno with cream cheese. Oh, I'm gonna have to make some after this. I know I just bought ingredients for our potluck that we're having at work soon.
Oh my god.
They may not make it to work.
You're gonna have a very angry person. You're gonna have a very angry couple people, actually.
Oh, so everyone knows now that I'm bringing them.
It's not just me. Look, yes. It's been written on the sheet, and people know about it. So if they do not show up, you're gonna have a very angry person.
How many people are showing up to this potluck?
Or a whole mob.
How many people are showing up to this potluck?
20 people.
20 people. So I'll bring 20. I'll have 20 individual ham pickle rolls, slices side that way. I only have to make 5 of them, cut them into fourths. Perfect. I'm just gonna make the rest for myself.
Cool person.
Everyone gets one. I'm getting like 2,000 at home.
Person. Oh, mean. And that's when we won't hear from Z again, because he will be attacked by a mob.
So just come walking in Friday, be like, yeah, I got your ham and pickle rolls. Just set out just one ham and pickle roll. That's his. And I'll be like, all right, fight amongst yourselves. Winner gets it.
You will not hear the end of that.
Oh, don't worry, because I'm gonna be in that fight too. Because I'm gonna change my mind the last minute too. I'm be like, I want this. Just start decking people, punching, pushing, slapping, grabbing, kicking, throwing shit. Grab the pickle roll, run as hell as I'm eating it, toothpick and all. I don't care. It's gonna hurt on the way down and on the way out.
I already told other people we'll have to get there early, or just start eating them in the fridge before you sit.
Oh, I'm definitely gonna keep them near
before
me.
They get put up.
I might keep those things
near refrigerated, so we know the fridge you're gonna put them in.
I can bring a cooler. I can bring a cooler. I'll fill the cooler with ice. I'll set them in there. I will attach that cooler to my hip.
Not the same. It wouldn't be the same.
I've done it with my water bottle. I've attached that thing to my hip because you jerks.
I didn't start that actually.
Oh yeah, that was me to tea. I did that to tea once, and then it just started as a game. Oh. But yeah, I mean, like I said, that's just some of the stuff we do for
Everything
Christmas.
starts as a game. Yeah, there's so many things you could probably list.
Oh God,
Just
yeah.
because I feel like everyone just has their own traditions, which is actually kind of interesting.
I
Just
am
to hear what
interested.
everyone else does.
Same. Like, I'm really interested in hearing like what everyone else's like Christmas traditions are. And even if you don't celebrate Christmas, like we still want to hear the input of like, you know, whether it's like Hanukkah or whatever other
Yeah.
kind of like holidays or stuff you do around the Christmas time. Because I mean, like, and I'm not trying to say like we're bashing like any other ones, because like, you know, we only know Christmas. You know, I don't do, what is it, I don't remember, the Menorah, I think it's called. I'm so sorry for butchering it. But all I know is like there's
Yeah.
what, like
It's
not
Menorah.
Menorah. Okay, like there's like nine candles to light. You know, I think I could be wrong.
I thought there
Like
was 12.
at first I thought it was
I,
7, but I was told no, it's 9, and it's like I don't know how many it is now.
um, 8?
All I know is that they get more than one day of
I'm gonna
Christmas.
have to look this up now.
All I know is they get one more. They get more than one. They get so many days of Christmas in a row. Like on the first day of Menorah, the Hanukkah my true love gave to me a dreidel with some TNT. Bang.
Oh,
Oh.
it's 9 candles.
Oh, we weren't even. Well, I mean, I was close to that going over. I win. Price is right. 9 or 8, Bob. I pick 8. 7.
For some reason, I thought it was 12. I don't know why.
Because you're probably thinking the 12 days of
They
Christmas
like a
going
big
on like
influence.
Hallmark Channel where they play Christmas movies 12 days constantly beforehand.
I love those days. I love December just for Hallmark movies. I don't care what people say. Yes, I get the plot. I can understand and tell you what's going to happen. But they're such happy feeling movies, and I just like watching them, okay?
But it's all the
They
same
make me
actor
feel
and
good.
actresses. It's always the same. Like I've noticed in Hallmark this year,
So
like the
here's the
person
thing.
that played DJ in Full House, she's in every single movie. How many split personalities does this
Well,
woman
I
have?
don't even think she's on Hallmark anymore. But I'm one of those people for Hallmark. If there's an actor or actress that I do not personally like watching, I will not watch the movie. I might, depending on the other person who's in it, but I'm very picky when it comes to Hallmark movies now. That if it's not the right actors, like I don't like their acting or stuff, I will not watch it. Because it's my mom gets so mad. She's like, "Why aren't you watching this one?" I'm like, "I don't like the one actor. I don't like the one actress." I'm like, "I like the other one." Then maybe I'd give it a chance. But if there are two of them, then I'm like, "Nope, I'm gonna pass." I
Oh,
don't need to see it.
poor moviegoers or poor Hallmark makers. They're missing out on one viewer. Tisk tisk.
It's a fair point.
You're
I'm
not
not
wrong.
wrong.
Like I won't watch anything with Amanda Turd in it or Amber Turd. Amber Turd. Yeah, Amber Turd. I will not watch anything with her in it. Or whatever she did to Johnny Depp, fuck her. I hope the worst for her life and her career. You know, she screwed Johnny Depp so bad at that trial. And it's like, I will not watch anything that involves her. You couldn't pay me to watch something that involves
You want
her.
to watch Aquaman?
Nope, I will not watch Aquaman because she's in it.
I will say Aquaman's a good movie.
I will never know. I will not watch it because
Like,
she's in it. I don't even know if she's in the second one. I was heard that she was supposed to be, but I heard the fans boycotted so hard. Even Jason Momoa or Samoa, whatever his name is, or I don't remember. Whatever the guy's
I think
name.
yeah.
Yeah, the Aquaman. He was like part of the boycott, saying like she can't be in this movie, like because he even testified against her in
I think
court.
they killed her off.
I
I
hope they did.
genuinely think they killed her off
I
in
hope
the
they did.
movie.
They better done it right away.
I feel like in the trailer. So I feel like in the trailer I heard something. I feel like in the trailer it was showing something about how like he has a son with her, but like the mom got killed. I don't know. I might be totally
I don't
missing
know.
the.
I haven't seen
But
it.
I think I'm pretty sure they killed her off.
Yeah, I haven't seen it. I won't watch the first one. Even if it meant to save my life, well, rest in peace for me. But I know what you mean. Like I said, there's certain actors you
The
can't
second one
watch.
hasn't come out, has it?
I think it's in theaters.
I don't think the second one's come out.
I think it's in theaters.
I
I
thought it was
know
the
I saw the
second.
trailers, and when I've seen the trailers, there was no sign of her in them. So I'm like, good. Maybe they like kept her out, but then it's like I'm thinking like, well, maybe they just won't show it because they want people to go in. They're like, oh, she's not in it. And all of a sudden, there she comes walking in. And it's like, no, and then you just hear another, unfortunate event at a movie theater.
The first trailer the first trailer originally like had her in it because they were planning on her to have like a part, but it was only gonna be a small part, and then that makes sense that people didn't want her in it. So I think they redid the whole storyline, and I think they killed her off
I hope
from
so.
the trailer I watched, but I could totally be wrong.
I hope so because she
I'd
doesn't
have to go
deserve.
watch it and see.
She doesn't deserve shit. Change my mind, America. Change my
But
mind.
yeah,
What was I saying?
Hallmark and Christmas. Ooh, that's another thing that if I go a whole Christmas without watching Hallmark movies, there's something wrong.
I now know to hide the cable from you. It's like, hey, okay, I'll turn the cable off around Christmas time, save some money.
How rude.
The
I'm
day,
pretty sure there's a Hallmark movie playing upstairs right now.
I just say, like
Turned it on.
the day you have like a partner or whatever, is like, a spouse or whatever, I'm gonna get a hold of him or her, and I'm just gonna be like, hey, she hates Hallmark movies. Turn them off during Christmas. We can't just get rid of your cable.
And that's when
She files for divorce.
he will never be heard from again.
Oh, it's my fault, even though your spouse is the one that turned it off. All you're gonna hear is like, it's like, yeah, D filed for divorce today, but you guys were just married for like a couple months. Yeah, well, I turned off the Hallmark movies, because someone told me to, and she's divorcing me now. I'm just gonna be sitting there going like, oh, that's a shame. She said she didn't like Hallmark movies. Oh, but don't tell her I said that. Run! Oh, Christ. But
Of course you would.
but yeah. But I
Yeah,
think
there's definitely so many things to do at Christmas.
oh, there's a million things to do at Christmas. Whether it's putting tinsel on the tree, making the popcorn
Hiding a
strings, hiding a pickle inappropriately,
Oh my.
mistletoe. Oh, that's a thing. There was a mistletoe up.
Mm-hmm.
One of my uncles were one of the first ones to grab, and they always ended up putting it above their butt, and they said, "Kiss it, family."
Oh my gosh.
I haven't seen that in a long time. But
One relative that has to do that.
yeah, but yeah, like I said, there's a million and one things you can do around Christmas, and I take it all as it's just time to spend with the family. That's what I like. That's the thing I love, because there's always mischief, and when there's a certain select, especially in my family, like if there's a certain select of us that get together, there's gonna be mischief. One of us is gonna cause a problem or cause an issue or something. Not like a bad issue, just more of like, for example, like at my grandmother's house, she had Christmas dinner. All of a sudden, here goes me and one of my uncles, and I want to say his son was sitting in there. I can't remember now, but we grabbed my grandmother's quilt from her bed. We sat on it and we slid down the steps right into a rocking chair. All of a sudden, you hear us, wee, 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 and then.
Oh, speaking, have you ever seen it's this video, I don't know, it might be on TikTok too, where this whole family, for the whole year, each one of them stole something from their grandma.
I've seen,
grandmother's mom's, all, and they all re-gifted
as the white elephant gift.
That present they took from her house to her, and she keeps opening. She's like, I have the same one, and then by the second or third one, she's like, no, I'm missing this. This is where, and they're like, no, we bought it. It's so funny.
Yep.
Oh my gosh.
She's like, wait, that's my family photo. Wait a minute, that's my clock. Hey, that's mine. And it's like, yeah. Yeah, I've seen that TikTok. God. The whole family was like doing it to her.
It's a good time of year.
It is. It's a fun time. Now, here's one more thing that needs for Christmas, and this is just me too again. It needs to have a lot of snow. There needs to be snow on the ground for Christmas. Yeah. Like, if it's snowing Christmas Day, beautiful. Like, it has to be a heavy snow, not a small snow, like a little flakes. No, I'm talking like big flakes where you see them, like, like when those kids go out to play later on, they're going to come in with the flu because it's that bad out there. Like, I love having a good snowfall during Christmas and before, obviously before. I love it the most during it, where you see a giant massive snowfall going onto the snow, and then even like for a couple days after Christmas. That to me, that's Christmas. Is when you have a nice little,
Yeah.
you have a very nice snowfall. I don't know about
See,
you.
I'm just like, we go
Everyone else, but yeah.
snowmobiling, so snow to me is great.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Snow
Oh
is
yeah.
definitely a plus and a big part.
Yeah. It's fun. Like I
But
said, it's great to see. It's a
yeah,
great
we could go
experience.
on for like hours
I know. I mean, we just hit the 50-minute mark, and I know we said we are gonna try
on
to shorten
Christmas
this
stuff.
episode, but like, yeah, that ain't happening. But let's lead into the
It
next one.
never happens.
Let's lead into the next one. Um, yeah. Next episode is things you can say.
Are you asking the question or am
Oh,
I?
I'll ask the
I'll let you. You
question.
got it.
I'll ask the question.
Don't forget the question this time.
Yeah, every time when I do the endings, I
There's a
always forget it.
tendency to forget.
Obviously, we'll start the question from the next episode or the next episode. So always remember, or wait, what's the next episode? Oh, yeah. What is something you can say about your partner, or something you can say about whatever? Like, I think we're going to go off of what's things we can say. What's something you can say about something else, but not your partner? For example, we're kind of going off of the Whose Line Is Anyways cast. I've been seeing a shit ton of TikToks of those. It's like, things you could say about a business, but not your partner. Things you could say about your car, but not a partner. Things you can say about your pet, but not your partner. We're going to go off with stuff like that. But like I said, things you can say about whatever, but not your partner. What's the best one you can come up with? And obviously, if you are still here, then apparently you are strong enough to deal with your feelings. We appreciate you all. Have a good Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. Happy New Year in case you guys don't hear from us until then. And like always, we'll see you all in the next one. Have a great day and
Yep.
bye-bye.
Bye.